So I'm sure some of y'all have been wondering where the Civic's been. Why has it not been driving on the road? Well, this is why. What's going on, guys? So I'm back again here with another video, and today I'm talking about the Civic and all these things that I've done to it and why none of y'all have seen it, and that's because I didn't video any of it. Alright, so I'm just going to start off talking about probably the most major thing that I did to this car. I'm sitting because the camera angle is way better. I'm sorry if that's weird. But, so, the turbo. This thing's actually kind of heavy for the size that it is, but this is the stock turbo. The shaft on this completely seized up on me. I was driving down the interstate, did a little bit of a pull, and when I came off of it and went back into it, it was completely seized. So this thing has a lot of shaft play now, both in and out and left to right. So this sucker was done. So I will tell you what I upgraded with in just a minute. So next on the list is the clutch. So I actually didn't realize that this clutch had already been replaced. I bought this car used. It had 12,900 miles when I bought it. You would never think that a car had already had a clutch on it at that point, but you know, the curse of the 10th gen, the clutch is absolutely sucking. It was really hit or miss. So this car actually already had a regular, just single disc exidy clutch in it. Stock flywheel, but this is the exidy friction disc and an exidy clutch with just the stock flywheel. I changed it out, and I will tell you what I put in there in a minute. Oh. So next, intercooler. This is the stock intercooler. This thing is actually extremely light. Like, you can hold that one hand, very light. It's got the plastic ends. Very, very small, not a very robust intercooler. I changed it out, put in a bigger one. I'm sure you could probably put together, you know, what happened there. Next, I went with the upgraded inlet pipe. This is the stock inlet pipe. It's a extremely funky, interesting design. Was extremely difficult to get in and out. Put the new one in, get this one out. These bolts, I don't know how well you can see that, the camera's kind of far away, but these bolts right here that hold this onto the turbo are extremely difficult to get to. I mean, like, if you have big hands like I do, you're gonna struggle. It hurt, like physically hurt my hands. Find someone with small hands. I have a small hands behind the camera over there, and she helped significantly. My hands hurt by the time I got this one off, and luckily I did not put the new one back on for a little while, so I gave my hands a little break. Next is the air box. This is the stock air box. There's another little piece to it that like sticks down here. I don't have that, it's over there. I'm not gonna go get it. I'm honestly not exactly sure what it's for. It's just like a little expansion chamber, I guess. Automakers do weird things with intakes nowadays. So we got rid of all that and we upgraded. So now I'm gonna move over here to the car and do my best to point out the things that I upgraded. Some of them are a little bit hard to see, like obviously the clutch. I can't show you that, but I'll tell you what it is. All right, so I'm here underneath the hood, and I'm just gonna show y'all some of the stuff that I've done to the car here. So this is the 27.1 cold air intake that they do. It has a tube that like, so this is like a box. It's got a tube that like sticks out the bottom and angles over to the right. And I don't really think I can show you that, but like it sticks down in there over to the right into like the fender well, and that's where it draws cold air. It still retains a small hole to use the factory cold air inlet. That's what I'm going to call that. I'm sorry my hands are a little dirty. I've been grabbing old parts. That it does retain that, and it does have a little slit here where the W is. I'm not really sure how much that does, but like I said, it does retain a factory hole. Moving over here, I got the race MAF to go with this intake. You can get the street MAF, which is a smaller MAF. I don't remember off the top of my head how much bigger or smaller the two are, but the race MAF brings you up to full 3-inch to match if you have the upgraded inlet pipe. So this connector right here and here would be like, it would like get smaller. This piece would actually be smaller than either side of this if you had the street MAF. So they look kind of funny to me, especially if you have an upgraded inlet pipe. I've seen that. Like I said, it looks a little funny. But you know, to each their own. It just doesn't make as much power. I know that in some places I think you could run into issues with like emissions and such with putting in a bigger MAF, so that may be the reason behind some of that. So moving on, I have the 27-1 upgraded inlet pipe. It's a nice piece of I think it's I don't think it's stainless steel, but I think it's aluminum. I think is what it is. But it's got this nice black finish on it. I scuffed it up right here when I put it on. I'm not exactly sure how I did that. I don't remember when I did that, but I took it off so many times when I was messing with all this stuff and trying to get all this right. But I scratched it up there and it made me a little sad. But yeah, so down there, that's some of the bolts and stuff I was talking about. Like, you can't even see the bolts that I was talking about. There's one of them. There's a nut right there. That's one of them. There's two down below all of that. Stuff was awful to get to. So next, and probably the most prominent thing on this, is the 27-1 turbo that I put on here. This is the W2 turbo. That is the bigger of the two bolt-on turbos they offer. The W1 is like a slight upgrade to stock. This one is a pretty decent upgrade. This turbo is capable of about 375 wheel horsepower. That's what 27-1 claims out of it. They actually have a plus beside it, so I guess insinuating you probably could get a little bit more out of it depending on your setup. I'm not extremely aggressive setup here. I did not go with an upgraded downpipe yet. I'm still running the stock downpipe and the stock front pipe. I know some of y'all are probably gonna be like, what? You have a bigger turbo and don't have an upgraded downpipe?
What? What the fuck?
Crazy fool. Well, you know, I'm getting there. But I have the upgraded charge pipes here to help deliver more air better. I mean, what else do they do? I've got the hot side over here, the bigger ones, and then the cold side. I said that backwards. Hot side, cold side. And then if you look in the grill down here, that is the bigger intercooler. This is actually PRL. This is the only thing I went with PRL on this vehicle. I ordered this before I ordered anything else, and originally I was going to go with some more PRL stuff, but PRL has gotten kind of expensive lately. So it was actually more affordable to go with 27-1. Their stuff is extremely high quality. They have great customer support. I highly recommend them. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I know it looks like I have everything 27-1 all over this, but I'm not sponsored by them. They're just a great company. Go check them out. The clutch. This is the old clutch again. I guess the new one that I put in, just to give you a little bit of example, it's a 4-putt clutch instead of a single disc like this, just a flat one. To be honest, I'm not super happy with that I went with the 4-putt. I probably should have gone with something a little less aggressive, but you know, here we are. So it's just like this, but instead it's got like one puck sticks out here, one puck sticks out here. They're like that long, sticks out there. There's 4 of them, and that's just how it works, the clutch. The other thing that I did, this is the stock flywheel. Obviously, if this is the stock one, it's not in the vehicle anymore. So I did upgrade to a lightweight flywheel. That does help with these cars on a lot of the rev hang, and just makes them feel right. These cars have terrible rev hang with completely bone stock, and you can turn that off with tuning. I know with some of the newer Civics, with like the 2020s and up, they have real bad issues with turning off the rev hang, but luckily I don't suffer from that because I have a 2018. So I upgraded the flywheel. It's lightweight, and it does feel a lot better. So now I'm gonna go to the back and show you the extremely basic exhaust that I have. All right, so I'm underneath the car. And as you can see, like I said, I just have a muffler delete on this car. Everything from that little weld right there back is the stock exhaust. Like I said, I don't have a downpipe, don't have a front pipe, and that's just because I haven't gotten to that yet. I will, I promise. But so I just deleted the mufflers here, just have a straight pipe welded, and then it's welded to the stock exhaust. So we're back from driving around. I got some couple shots. I tried to get y'all some videos of the sound and everything. I don't have the greatest sound quality, but I'm gonna do what I can with what I have and try to make it the best for y'all. But So far I'm really enjoying this setup that I currently have with the bigger W2 turbo, the intercooler and the intake and all that stuff. I plan on in the future going with a upgraded downpipe and front pipe. I don't really know if I'm going to upgrade the exhaust. We'll go with, we'll just roll with it, see how we do. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Like and subscribe down and below. So like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing, if you're liking the content. I'm going to keep building this Civic, keep working towards some goal. I don't really know what the goal is for this at the moment. Make it faster. That's kind of just been the goal, and we're just going to go with that. Make it faster, and eventually when we can't make it any faster, we'll figure out a way to make it faster. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.